I wanted to ask first about the pressure that you felt being cast in a movie this huge for your first big role, and whether you've gotten used to it yet.
Well, there was definitely a lot of pressure out there. I did my best to not think about it and to kind of put it in a lockbox, so that I could put my mind to things that were more important, like just exuding that confidence and strength, and remembering all the people that have come before me, and respecting the great artists, and especially Christopher and what he brought to the role.
I know nobody's really going to turn down the role of Superman, but was there a hesitation at all, thinking about the history of the part and the possible typecasting associated with it?
I don't think so. I mean, I was aware of typecasting, certainly, but I never feared it. I thought, who would, really, am I in a position to turn this down? I don't think so.
Probably be kicking yourself after that.
Yeah. So there are so many more positives, and I can work through everything else.
What did Singer tell you about the magnitude of the part when you were cast? Did he give you forewarnings? Obviously, he's done the X-Men movies and gone through that kind of star rise with Hugh Jackman and some of the people that were in that. Did he give you a forewarning or kind of take you through it?
He did a little bit. After my screen test, actually, we had a nice talk, and basically where he told me that I was the only one that he was, looking at for the role, and if he had the power to cast me, he would just go ahead and do it if he was the only one that had to have a say. But in that meeting, he also warned me about all the hard work it would be, but also that this is a pretty big deal, and it's a very, very, very much exposure. Things I was pretty sure about already, but getting that from him was nice to hear.
Was there a particularly hard moment to shoot, or something that took a ton of takes?
Well, there's a flying scene. One, I think the longest we did something was about on the 24th or 25th take. We finally got a scene. I can't remember actually where it is in the film. I think it's toward the end, but it just was really important for it to be right. We kept doing it, and I trusted that, as Brian said, one more take, that it was going to be one more take, and we were going to get it. We always ended up getting the shot and him being happy, and I didn't really want to stop until he was happy with it anyway, because he knows what he's doing.
Were there any perilous moments on sets or near injuries? You have some pretty good stunts. And how much of the stunts did you do yourself? I did quite a few of the stunts. There are only actually 2 instances of things that I couldn't do in the film that I remember that were just too dangerous for me to do. And everything else, the flying is almost always me. When it's a real person, it's me. There's some inserts of boots and hands that aren't me, that I was busy doing other things that involved my face. But it's a lot of me. It was 4 or 5 months of green screen work for me. There was one time when I was taking off of the roof of the Daily Planet where I got to touch the top of the soundstage because I got a little close, but nowhere near injury.